Hi guys and welcome back to the Slip and Lip podcast. First of all, I just want to say that there's only one half of the podcast this week because Barry is currently in work. He's unavailable to join us. But alas, as promised, we have a very popular YouTuber, makeup artist and vlogger. At the moment we have Miss Eimear McElheron. Hi Eimear, how are you?
Hi, not too bad, thanks yourself.
Eimear, so give us a background, describe yourself and give us a background how you got started in the whole makeup industry.
So my name's Eimear McElheron and I'm a full-time YouTuber. I primarily upload makeup related content on my channel with the odd travel vlog kind of thrown in the mix, and the aim with the travel vlogs is basically to film a vlog in every county in Ireland to kind of showcase what the country has to offer. I suppose it's not really a career you go to college to like study for, but that's it. That's where it all started, yeah.
So, like, what kind of inspired you to get into the scene of makeup and the whole industry itself?
Well, I was always interested in art in school. My favourite medium was pastels, and I suppose that's similar to how makeup is applied. Like you blend it, them. And then my granddad was an artist, so I like to think that I took after him to an extent. You know, with the face being my canvas. And then
that's a great analogy. There.
Yeah. And then my mum, she was quite interested in makeup as well. She had all the products there, so I was able to kind of nab them from time to time. And yeah, that was kind of where the interest started. I used to just watch a lot of YouTube, watch tutorials, and that was how I kind of taught myself. Yeah. So that, along with reading books, I read Kevin Aquan's books. They're really good. If anybody started out with makeup, Bobby Ryan does good books.
These are all big, massive makeup artists.
Yeah. And then other than that, it was just kind of practice, and that was,
That's it. So, how... Did you go to makeup school, or was there courses, classes that you done, or...?
Yeah, well, I would consider myself self-taught, but I did do a makeup course. I studied an introduction to makeup course in Waverley Academy. At the time, I was actually studying business in DIT, and how I got into doing that course was I actually entered a competition on Facebook, and I won the competition, won a €500 voucher off the course, and then I'd done the course. It was very basic. I kind of felt like the only thing that I took from it was the theory. But yeah, I kind of wanted to I wanted to work as a freelance makeup artist, and then as well as that, I thought about getting a job on a counter, and I mean a qualification could only be beneficial to you. So so that was...
you talked about the theory, what would be the theory in the makeup, apart from the practical, the actual physical application of putting on makeup, but what would be the theory, the background stuff in it?
So you'd learn about different products have different ingredients in them, so you'd need to have a knowledge of that. You'd need to have a knowledge of different skin types, different eye shapes, face shapes, that type of thing.
That's mad.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even think of that, putting it on.
No, I know,
especially
the science. The science behind it is, it can be tough going.
So, apart from that, you have a degree in business.
I do.
That's what you've done in college and in school and stuff like that. So, how does that tie in? Do you think your degree in business, does that tie into your brand, the Eimear McElheron brand?
Yeah, so I started off by doing business management in DIT, and then got the qualification in that, moved on to a Bachelor of Business Studies, and then that was what I got the degree in. And definitely, it does help. I mean, nowadays companies are using new media as well as traditional media in order to market their products. Some are using one, some the other, some are using the two. And I think nowadays, someone like myself, an influencer, YouTuber, blogger, vlogger, whatever you like to call us, we can be really beneficial to a company when marketing their products, provided there's a good fit between the influencer and the company. So that helps when I'm pitching to brands, having that knowledge. And then as well, when I'm going through contracts and things like that, signing contracts, that's good to have the knowledge, and invoicing and things like that. So it's definitely beneficial to kind of have the business mind frame.
What made you to because you've over 200,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm just going to point that out to us, folks. We've got
Thanks.
She's nearly got 250,000 people watching her on our channel. What made you want to get into YouTube, and how did you start off with it?
Well, actually, I started off by doing competitions on YouTube. I used to watch a lot of YouTube, and back in the day creators would host competitions, and they'd encourage their viewers and subscribers to create video responses to their video. That option actually isn't available on YouTube anymore.
All right.
But this particular competition that I came across, it was an animal themed one, and that October I'd actually dressed up as a zebra for Halloween. So I had taken plenty of pictures that night. I made a slideshow, posted it as a video response, and then I won that competition. I actually won my first like professional brush set, and I still have it now and I still use it. But I just entered lots of competitions, and then I suppose after doing that I kind of really fell in love with the editing aspect as well as the creative aspect of it, the makeup side of things. And then I just decided to do my own. I was watching YouTubers for so long, and I was creating looks myself, recreating their looks, creating my own and posting them on Facebook. So I just thought, why not film it next time? And I started by doing pictorials, and then doing like live tutorials with just music playing in the background, to then doing my current format, which is just the live kind of tutorial with a voiceover over the top. And that just, for me, it keeps the video short, easy to follow, and it keeps it like informative.
So like, describe to people that might have not seen your videos yet. So they can see the video you're applying each stage of, say you're doing your eyelashes or whatever. Like, you do that, and then you talk about how you do it and the best approach to do it and stuff like that.
So you'll see me, I'll start the video by showing you, let's say I always start with the eyes. I mainly do eye makeup tutorials. So I'll start by showing you a picture of the eyeshadow primer, and then I'll show you me applying it, and then I'll be talking over that, saying, right, so the first thing we're going to do is prime the eyes. This is essential in order to keep your shadows, looking bright and vibrant, lasting all day, making sure they don't crease. And I just talk through the whole process.
How it's done, basically.
Yeah, and it just kind of, if I was to sit and talk to the camera live, I'd tend to maybe say and and I'd kind of waffle a bit. And, then as well, if I'm talking directly to the camera, I'm not concentrating really as much on the makeup application. So that process for me with the voiceover just works the best, and it's what people seem to enjoy.
So how long are you doing YouTube now?
I uploaded my first video in July, the 19th of July 2011.
No way. Jesus.
Yeah, and I only made it my full-time job in 2015, so I've been doing it full-time since then. Other than that, for the 4 years prior, it was just a hobby. I was doing it alongside studying in college.
So how many, you must have 100 or a good few videos. How many have you got now, roughly?
Do you know what? I actually don't know. I probably have over 200, and then some of those, I could have had more, but I might have deleted them. But I think probably over 200.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's actually not that many for doing it that long.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah, that's it. That's an excuse we'll go for.
With the YouTube, you always come across these trolls and keyboard warriors and lads that think they're deadly and all, being completely negative to people on YouTube. Did you come across any of that? And you see it typically in comments and stuff like that.
Yeah, you know what? Like, I have to say, for a good maybe 4 years or more, I didn't get any hate. And it's only recently, I suppose, the bigger you get, the more hate you're gonna get. The more people that are watching, the more people that have an opinion on things. I don't get hate in relation to, my makeup application or technique or anything like that. It's appearance. I might get slated in relation to my piercings, facial piercings. A lot of people don't understand it. They think they're silly looking. They think, people comment on my septum piercing, tell me I look like a bull. Either that, it's about my lips. Like, big lips now are, all the rage nowadays, and mine aren't. So, I'll get people saying, I don't believe in fake beauty, but you should really get lip fillers, they wouldn't go astray. Or, why, if I had your lips, I'd be getting 2 mils of filler every week, or, things like that. But I mean, it's war off of duck's back, you don't let them get in on you. It'd be silly to.
And they're like, nearly all the time, they're always like anonymous accounts or fake, just, there's nothing else on their accounts. That's so stupid to me, because they're going on to your videos just to hate, like just to post a nasty comment when, like, what is the absolute point of it? It's just crazy, like.
But you see, I think as well, like, for instance, the other day, somebody commented on my video saying, where's your top lip, fam? And I wrote I wrote back saying, went looking for your manners. And then a couple of minutes later, the person wrote back, been like, I was only messing, I'm so sorry. Yeah. So I just think people sometimes don't think that, you know, that you're actually going to reply or that you're going to see it or something, or I don't know. Maybe it's just a way to vent, or you know, it could be something going on in their own lives that, you know, and that's maybe why they're a bit angry and they're taking it out on you. I don't know, but it's not something that you can let get in on top of you. So.
But apart from all that, like, kind of small amount of negative stuff with YouTube, you're an award-winning YouTuber. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so this year I won 2 awards. The first was in the summer, and that was the Irish Beauty Blog Awards. I won best vlogger / YouTuber, and or actually no, that was the other one. I'm going to start.
Not to brag.
No, I'm going to start. We're going to cut that and I'm going to start again.
Awards, that's the problem. She doesn't know.
Yeah, so the one in the summer, that was the best vlogger / YouTuber, and the other one was best corporate vlog, at the V by Very Blog Awards. The difference between the two, the best vlogger / YouTuber one, the way that kind of worked was through public vote.
Right.
So you had a nominations list, it went to then a short list, a finalist list, and then there was awards night and the winner was announced then. And I never told anybody about it, or I never asked anybody for votes, just because I was a bit funny about that type of thing. My family went mad about it. They were like, Eimear, why didn't you tell us? I was like, I don't know.
You didn't even tell your family?
No, I didn't tell anybody. No, I didn't tell anybody.
I'd be begging him.
Oh no, Jesus, no. I didn't tell anybody. And the only time I ever mentioned it was when, you know, I'd get an email from the Blog Awards people saying, congrats, you've made it to the shortlist, or congrats, you've made it to the finalist list. So then I'd put a tweet, you know, thanking people for voting. And then then I was at that awards and I won, and I nearly died, but the other awards, the V by Very Blog Awards, I'd actually been a finalist in that 3 times. It was 3 years in a row actually. I was a finalist, and I know in recent years they'd changed it a little bit. So they now have a personal blog category and a corporate blog category.
Right.
So personal would be for hobby bloggers and vloggers, and then the corporate is for anybody doing it full time that's earning money out of it.
All right.
So this year I was in the corporate category for best vlog, and like that again, you had your nominations list, your shortlist, finalist list, winner, but there was a judging process in between each stage. There was no public vote.
Okay.
So to get then from, let's say, the finalists to the winner, that industry professionals actually judged that part.
Oh, wow.
So it was kind of mad, to win that one as well. I wasn't expecting it at all. I wasn't even at the awards, and I wasn't even bothered about not being there really too much, because I didn't think I had a chance. And I won, and I guess it was just really nice to be recognised, especially in the corporate category. It was my first time to be in that category, and yeah.
Well, I'd say with the first award, when you won it, you were probably you probably thought to yourself, hold on here, this is something I could really do something here, or
yeah. I suppose as well it was kind of funny, because my audience, I have an international audience. I don't have a big Irish following.
Okay.
And when I was at the awards, you know, they would call out the finalists, each of our names, and then they'd announce the winner. And, you know, as they were calling out each person's name, it was, you know, big claps and woohoo. And then, you know, it was mine. It was, you know, the odd out clap. Yeah. And then when they announced my name, it was kind of, again, scattered claps. And I was like, oh Jesus, but no, it was grand. After I just kind of scurried up, you know, got my award, got my photo, and then, you know, done a runner off the stage.
And where were the awards? Or this is actually a big do,
Yeah, the Irish, the Beauty Blog Awards, that was in Lily Bordello. Is that what it's called? Lily's Bordello. It's on. Yeah, it is. I think it is. It's on. It's just off Grafton Street.
Oh, right, okay.
The layout of it's very strange. It was a very strange layout for a Blog Awards, because there was kind of loads of different rooms. It wasn't like everybody been in the one area. People were scattered. Yeah, it was a strange venue. The other awards, in the years that I went to that, the 3 years that I went to that, it was a proper sit down meal, very, very formal, 3-course meal. They had, an MC on the night, and there was entertainment and things like that.
Yeah.
That other one, the first one that I was at, it wasn't. But yeah, it would be a big do, like.
And who would there be celebrities at this? Like, you kind of see the Ros Purcells and the Pip O'Connors and all them kind of people.
they were finalists. I think a couple of them won awards at the Blog Awards as well. I know the one that I was at in the summer, Rosanna Davison was there. Yeah, she was there because Tan Organic were sponsoring that awards, and she's a brand ambassador for that tanning brand, so she was there.
Wow.
Yeah.
She is gorgeous.
Oh my God. Like, she had her own little reserved section.
Yeah.
And you were kind of just looking at her from afar. But yeah, no, she's beautiful. Like, absolutely gorgeous.
Speaking of all these kind of Irish influencers and stuff like that, who would be, in your opinion now, who would be like kind of the best Irish makeup artist / YouTuber / vlogger, in your opinion, at the moment?
Well, makeup artist wise, I've got 2 favourites. Okay. So Riona Cahill, she's a makeup artist with Inglot Cosmetics. She's phenomenal, and she actually has a YouTube channel as well. It's just her name, Riona Cahill. And then the other girl is called Ciara Allen, and she's a really, really well established makeup artist in the industry, and she actually recently released her own book called How to Succeed in the Beauty Business, and it's literally like the Bible. Like, you need, if you're an up and coming makeup artist, or even if you're already an established makeup artist yourself, I think it's a book that is a must read.
Yeah.
I read it in pretty much one sitting, and she talks about everything from products to have in your kit to looking after your mental health when you're self-employed, to taxes, to client etiquette, to she covers everything. It's a really good read. So they're 2 of my favourite Irish makeup artists. And then YouTuber wise, there's a girl called Aisling, and her channel is Dramatic Mac. She's a full-time YouTuber like myself, and she does beauty videos, but they're very varied. Like, she does tons of different types, like makeup tutorials. She compares higher end products to lower end products, like dupes, we call them, and she talks about products that are overhyped, that you wouldn't really spend your money on, don't waste your money on, and lots of different things. Like, her channel is really well rounded. So yeah, those 3 would be my top picks.
Deadly. Very good. You mentioned there just people coming up in the makeup industry, or would you have any advice for like young girls now, teenagers now, aspiring to be a makeup artist with the years and knowledge that you have yourself?
Yeah, like, I think if you're an up and coming makeup artist, I think the best thing really to do would be to start out by assisting other makeup artists, and then perhaps getting a job on a makeup counter. I think those 2 things are quite important to do, because by shadowing another makeup artist, you're going to pick up tips and tricks as a trade. And then working on counter, you're going to be working on so many different types of people, different skin types, different eye shapes, skin textures, and it'll really kind of, I suppose, it'll really help you along the way, and you'll build up so much experience. Other than that, I'd say, know your worth. Obviously, when you start off, you're going to need to do a bit of free work to build up a portfolio, and to gain a bit of exposure, but know when to stop, because I didn't. And the more established you become, really, the less you should be doing unpaid work. Other than that, just be yourself. Be original. So cliche, but so true. Yeah.
You talked about like doing like kind of essentially being an apprentice kind of in a way. So you've done. You've obviously done hundreds of people's faces with like applying makeup and stuff like that. If there was anybody in the world who you could do their makeup, who would it be?
Lady Gaga. I don't even have to think about that one. I honestly don't. Lady Gaga, I just think she is amazing. She's just so cool, and she's got her own style, and her makeup is always just immaculate. Like, makeup in her music videos, it's so theatrical, it's so creative, and even just in general when you see her, it's pristine. And I actually heard that she kind of works alongside her makeup artist, right. So the 2 of them come up with the looks together. It's not just the makeup artist creating the looks. She's got an input, so I think that's really cool. So I think she would be somebody that I'd love.
Do you know her makeup artist? Do you know what her name is?
Oh, I'm scared to say in case it's wrong. I think her name is Sarah. It's something Italian. I'm pretty sure her surname's Italian.
Yeah,
Tona. I'm not too sure, but I know that the makeup artist that she had, I'm pretty sure she's been there since the get-go.
Yeah.
She's done all the big music videos, you know, Judas and Alejandro and Born This Way, and, you know, all those music videos. I'm pretty sure that lady has done the makeup.
Yeah, very good. You must have a couple of funny or really interesting like stories about doing makeup, or horror stories, maybe success stories. Tell us a little bit about that you came across.
Plenty of horror stories. When I was starting out in makeup, I used, you know, my friends as guinea pigs. I'd practice makeup on them. It's actually, you know, you could be so good at doing makeup on yourself and terrible at doing makeup on somebody else. Like it's a completely different ball game. So anyway, this particular day I wanted to apply some fake lashes. I'd never applied fake lashes before on anybody else. So anyway, I roped in the friend. I applied the glue along the lash band, and then I got her to look down, and then that way the lash line was exposed so I could pop on the lash. So I left her there, let the glue to set, while I went over to my kit to pick up the next couple of products to use. And when I came back over, I was like, right, just look for me there now, and let me have a look and see what the lash looks like. And she was like, I can't.
Oh,
and I said, what you mean you can't? And she's like, I can't open my eye. So what she had done was, instead of just looking down, she had closed her eye. So the glue from the upper lash line set on the lower lash line and then stuck her eye together. Thankfully now the glue was still like tacky, it hadn't completely dried, so we were able to get her eye open. But my God, like we was panic stations now, but you know, we laughed about it afterwards.
So you haven't like fully blinded anyone yet, like her?
No, not. Thank God it wasn't a client.
Jesus, yeah. That's an interesting thing. Have you ever done anyone's makeup and have told you after, I actually don't like that, or you've done too much hair, or can you take this off? Or
yeah, so I remember there was a lady that came in and she had a picture of Kim Kardashian, and
oh God.
And she said she wanted her makeup look exactly like this. So, you know, rather than trying to, you know, kind of I didn't want to go down that road. So yeah. I thought, right, I just said to her that maybe if we change this, or, you know, use this lip colour. I was trying to suit the makeup to her face shape and things like that. So anyway, she said no. She was adamant on the fact that she wanted it exactly like this. So I said no problem. So I said right. So I went ahead anyway, applied the makeup like that was in the picture, and then showed her the mirror, and she kind of was looking for a couple of minutes and didn't say it, and then she was like, you know what, Eimear, you were right. It doesn't look great. Maybe we should, you know, do this or do that. So I did, and I altered it. But yeah, like that's, so yeah, I can't, that's...
You should get me a picture. Like, that's like me going in to a hairdresser and going with, can I get David Beckham's hair, please? And
yeah.
Like, you don't even look like David Beckham. So.
I know. You see, this is the thing, like, people think that then they're going to magically be transformed into the person in the picture. But, you know, you need to be thinking about, you know, your face shape and eye shape, and, you know, certain types of makeup or certain techniques are going to suit, you know, some people more than others. So you have to kind of just tailor it to suit the individual. But yeah, no, I've never had somebody be really, really unhappy with makeup with the makeup application that I've done, because what I do is I'll show them throughout the process and is that okay? You know, and then they'll be like, oh, maybe could you build up the coverage a little bit more on the foundation? I'll be like, yeah, that's no problem. And, you know, the kind of communication is key. Just keep going back and forth to make sure that you don't go from start to finish without, you know, them seeing it, or without having an input for them to then be like, oh no, you know, I need to take it off, or I don't like it. Because, I mean, somebody could be coming into you to have makeup done for an event, and you're on a strict time, you know, there's a time frame there. You can't really afford then for things to go pear-shaped, because when it comes to fixing it up, then you mightn't have time to. So
you haven't said to anyone, this is a makeup brush, it's not a wand? Like, you know?
No, oh God, no, I wouldn't do that. Jeez, no, not at all. Like, no. But no, I stopped freelancing, to be honest. I didn't do it for very long, just because it wasn't you know, it was something that I found really, really stressful, and it just wasn't worth the kind of mental impact. And people were like, oh, but Eimear, you're so good at it, and, you know, like, you're so silly to not do it. But, you know, it just wasn't worth, been so stressed out and been, so uptight over. So, I stopped. And that's, for me, the great thing then about YouTube, because I can still pursue, you know, the passion of makeup, but in a way that suits me. Yeah. So, yeah.
Let's talk about brands.
Oh, brands, yes. I've so many.
So, I suppose, work our way down. So, kind of eyebrows, then eyes, then down that way, maybe, I suppose. Right.
So, see, this is the thing, right? Different brands. There's not going to be one brand that you're going to love all products from. There are so many brands that I think that are great, like Wet n Wild Cosmetics are great, Essence Cosmetics are great, Catrice Cosmetics, Sleek Makeup, Penny's even do their own range of makeup now, and it's brilliant. They have eyeshadows from €1 a pop, and they're deadly. But so starting from like eyebrows, Penny's do an eyebrow pencil. It's brilliant. I think it's actually just called eyebrow pencil. I've got brown hair. I use the shade Espresso. It's a really nice match for my brows. Brow kit then that's really good is the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Kit. It's less than £5, and you get 2 different types of brow powders, 2 different shades, and then a wax, and you also get like a tweezers and a brush and everything, and it's fantastic.
So hold on, I'm like, brow kit. What does a brow kit do? Why would you want to do? Now I'm going to take this as a lad. Right. For the next few minutes, I'm going to take this as a lad. So I'm a girl and I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and I goes, right, my eyebrows. Why do you want to change your eyebrows?
I've got no eyebrows.
But you have? I'm looking at your eyebrows.
Yeah, because I've drawn them on.
So you've no hair? There's no eyebrow hair?
There's hair, but it's really sparse and really it's grey. I'll show you a picture afterwards. It's desperate. Like, no, I swear to God, it's an illusion. Right. But I suppose I'm really, really into makeup, so I'm fussy. So some people might not put product on their brows at all. Some people might just get their brows tinted, and that be it. Others, like me, will go and they'll use a pencil first, and then they'll use a powder over top, and then they might use a brow gel to set everything in place. Like, it's just a process.
It's basically to make your eyebrow bigger, fuller, is it?
Yeah, well, that's what I like. Where the shape that I have, there's hair there.
Yeah.
But it's really sparse, and then it's grey, really. It's really light in colour. So what I just do is I fill in what I have and just define it and make it stand out a little bit more to match in with my hair.
So do you remember a couple of years ago, and I don't know if this is still a thing, do you remember HD eyebrows? Me and Barry were talking about this. We always talk about makeup on this podcast. I don't know why. But we were talking about HD eyebrows, and I was like to Barry, was like, hey, and Barry's like, what's HD? I was like, high definition. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, spot on.
So, but people had like
Sharpie eyebrows. That's what I call them. Like, you got a Sharpie marker and then you drew them on. Like, some people still do that though. Some people do like that appearance to their brows. I mean, to each their own. If that's what you like, you know, roll with it. But no, I like you to still be able to see hair, but I like to define it ever so slightly.
Yeah. So next thing I want to talk about eyelashes, because I think this is weird.
Right.
I think this is really weird. I think any lad will think this is weird. So you're putting on, and my girlfriend does this as well, so, and I do watch her, I'm like, how are you literally getting this tweezers going so close to your eye and putting this yolk on your eyelash? And I'm like, how does it stay there? And she was like, glue. I was like, is it like super glue? And she goes, no, it does this, and this. So you're putting, people's eyelashes aren't long enough, and if you put more eyelash on, is that it?
Well, see, I've got eyelashes on now, could you tell? Like, they're really big.
Yeah, but your eyes are really nice. Like,
my eyes are big anyway, so they can take big fat eyelashes. But yeah, like, I mean, I think a lot of the time when I'm doing tutorials, I can't remember the last time I done a tutorial without putting on eyelashes, even if they were only a really natural set of eyelashes. I just think it finishes off a makeup look. I think it makes it look more polished and put together.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, eyelashes, my God, they come in so many different styles, shapes. There's so many on the market now. They've become so popular over the years. Now you can get fantastic ones in Pennies, and they cost a pittance. And I mean, if you look after them, you can reuse them so many times.
Oh my god!
No, I swear to God, I have a whole video on it. Yeah, I've 2 videos on dedicated to lashes. One on how to apply and remove them, and 2 how to clean them, store them, so that you can reuse them. And those videos are actually really popular. It's something that people look a lot into. But yeah,
where do you go to get your makeup, or not your makeup, your eyelashes? Your go-to place, kind of.
Lately now, I've been buying the So lashes in pennies. Suzanne Jackson, I suppose now she's a proper, fully blown businesswoman now, not just a blogger. She's her own line. She's her own fashion line, her own, makeup range and lashes and nails and the works. But yeah, her lashes are very good, and they're very, well, a lot of them, for me, like, they're quite dramatic, and that's what I like to wear, because I wear my makeup quite dramatic anyway. A natural pair of lashes will get lost in. But yeah, so pennies, and then I like the Kiss lashes. You can get them in pharmacies, any good pharmacy around, and they're quite affordable as well. Like, I, to be honest, wouldn't pay more than maybe €6-7 for a pair of lashes. Some of them you can pay €20-30 for, but
for like one over this side and one over that side.
Yeah, for like one set. Yeah.
What?
I know, it's madness. I'm not really into that type of thing with cosmetics. I don't think you need to spend a fortune on makeup to be able to achieve a nice look. There's so many budget brands out on the market now that have a fantastic array of products on the market that are just as good as the higher end ones, if not better. Yeah. So yeah, you definitely don't need to be spending an absolute fortune. Definitely not on eyelashes. The shelf life of them isn't very long. You're only going to be able to reuse them a couple of times. Pennies do great ones for €1.50 and €2. The So ones that are in pennies are $6. And yeah, so
another thing about the eyes, I was watching one of your videos before you came on here, and what was it? It was like was it a pencil? I'm trying to think in it, because I'm trying not to sound stupid, but it was like a pencil.
Was
and you were
doing the wing?
No, it could have been. I don't know. You were doing the lid.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh, she's gone to blind herself. Oh my god. And I was like, how is her eye not watering?
Was I lining the inside of my eye, or was I drawing a line across the top?
You said, because I was listening to you as well, obviously I was watching the video, and you were like, I think you said you close your eye and then you put the pencil up and you do the line. If I was like, oh my god, she's going to take her eye out.
No, so that's actually a step I hate doing, and the reason why I actually done that video was because somebody had requested me to do so. One of my subscribers said that she has trouble lining the eyes, like the inside portion of your eye, it's called the waterline, and above on the upper is what we would call your tight line. So people line those areas when applying makeup. And
what does that do? It just makes your eye look...
It depends, because you could use, let's say, a black eyeliner on the upper waterline or the tight line, and that could make your eyelashes look thicker and more full. You could apply a black along the inner portion of the waterline, the bottom portion of the waterline, that could make the eyes look smaller. If you applied a white there, it'd make the eyes look bigger. There's so many different I suppose ways of lining the eyes that can make you achieve different effects, I suppose. But the main one that I would use would be a black eyeliner all the way around to really give like a sultry, smoky feel to the eyes. But yeah, so that video that I uploaded, I was just showing you different techniques, different ways that you could line the waterline, because if you're somebody like myself, my eyes are very sensitive and they do water and it's a step that I dread doing, but I like the effect, so I do it. So one of the ways that you could do it is close your eye around the pencil and line back and forth, and that's doing the top and bottom, so it's killing 2 birds with the one stone. Or another way that I used to do when I was younger and I didn't like lining above, I'd put the pencil, line the lower waterline, and then close my eyes together, like squinch my eye up. Like, I was kind of, the way I could describe it was, if you like blink with your eye closed, it transfers the eyeliner from the bottom waterline up to the top, and then you don't have to worry about, you've no hassle, you don't have to worry about getting up there with a pencil and lining it. But yeah.
Do you know what people doing? You see people, the wing, is that what it's called?
Oh, that's my favourite.
tell us this, right? If people aren't good at drawing or sketching or can't draw a straight line, should they be doing this? Because I don't think they should be.
No, of course. That's my most popular video. I done a video on how to achieve the perfect winged liner, and it's got, I think it's the most viewed eyeliner video in the world. It's
15 million, is it?
Yeah, it's got over 15 million views. And the reason I believe that video was it's weird. It's so weird. The reason I believe that video was so popular is because I came up with my own technique to applying liner. I'd never seen anybody do it the way I had done it, and I just thought the method was foolproof. Like, it was very easy. So the way I showed you in the video how to do eyeliner was I started by creating dots across the eye, using different parts of the eye as a guide. So your iris, I'd start by placing a dot around the tear duct, then at the beginning of the iris, above the pupil, the end of the iris.
Oh yeah,
and
you're
then
walking across.
Exactly. And then using the tail of your brow as a guide, I'd do another dot, and then I'd literally connect the dots. And then I would use two mediums. So some people go straight in and try and line the eyes with a liquid or gel eyeliner. I think that's asking for trouble, because once you go in there, you know, you need to get it right or else game over. So I use a felt tip liner pen to draw out the outline. And then once you've got the outline there, all you've got to do is fill it in with your gel or liquid. And then that's it. Like, so you don't need to particularly be good at art, or, you know, you don't need to be getting really technical with trying to do it. No, I think it is something that is very achievable. It just takes a bit of practice and a bit of time.
You just have to follow the dots, basically.
Exactly, yeah. Join the dots, like in school, like when you were a child. Just cross your eye.
Let's get off eyes for a minute. Now, the big thing that me and Barra was talking about this as well. We were talking about it in like our 4th episode. Contouring is a massive thing in makeup, isn't it? Yeah. Especially in the last couple of years, I think it's gone really big, or has it always been big? Or?
Well, in the drag community, it's been really big. It's always been very big, but I suppose more recently, more people discovered it through the Kardashians. Kim Kardashian, you know, a lot of people felt that she invented contouring. She didn't. It was the drag artists. But anyway, so if you're contouring, you're receding an area, you're defining an area. So a lot of people will contour into their cheekbones to give the illusion of higher cheekbones, more kind of sunken in, you know, just to define that area. You can do it for lots of different reasons. If you've got a rather large forehead, if you contour around the edges of it, it'll slim it down. Same with if you have a quite wide nose. If you contour down the sides of it, it's going to give the appearance of a slimmer nose. If you combine it then with highlighting, it's going to kind of amplify that effect even more. If you contour down the sides of the nose and then apply a lighter shade down the very middle, it's going to draw attention to the middle area, highlight that area, and give the illusion of a slimmer nose. Like, people do it for lots of different reasons. Like, there's no one size fits all. You can't say this is how you contour, because it's going to depend on your own features. Like,
because you see that, like, and you see girls and they just go boop, 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 boop. That's what the highlighter thing is, and it looks like they're going into battle and brain art. Like, it really does, no? Yeah,
I know people kind of go ham with it, but I suppose as well, like, a lot of the time though, you do see makeup products come, like highlight and contour kits do come with instructions, and a lot of the time they'll say, you know, you apply this highlighter here, this bronzer here, this contour here, and I suppose people then, I can't blame them for, you know, looking like that, but there is no one fits all. Like, you have to take your own face shape into consideration and what you want to achieve, and then contour and highlight to reflect that.
Yeah, cool. So we move on to my favourite, lips. Right,
Jesus, so here we go.
The Kylie lip kits.
Yeah.
In Europe, go on about them there, because
I never purchased them. I mean, like I said, my preference is with budget beauty, and well, for starters as well, for us to buy them here in Ireland, I can't even remember how much they were. Was it $40 or something for a kit? I could be waffling now. I'm not really too sure.
Can you buy them in the shop? Like, can you get the boots or whatever?
No. You'd be buying them from America, and then you've got the custom charges. You know, so initially they might seem cheap, but then you could get hit with hefty customs. But from what I can recall, you got a lip liner, and a liquid lipstick, I'm going to be shot actually. I was just thinking, like, you know, I'm a makeup artist, a YouTuber, and I know nothing about, you know, the Kardashians and the Jenners and all that jazz, but controversial.
People will love you for that as well, because
controversial. But yeah, no, it's not something that I'm interested in. I don't see the point in it. I mean, I can go to Penny's and pick up a lip liner for $1.50. I can pick up a really good liquid lipstick in Penny's for €2. I can pick up the same from, you know, Wet n Wild for like a $5. I don't necessarily see the point then in going and spending a fortune. You're paying for her name. That's what I believe.
That's what I was going to say. Like, she's made just a mass. Is her thing just lips now? Her whole brand, the Kylie brand?
No, she's
expanded.
Oh yeah, she's brought out eyeshadow palettes and all that, and then as well, so has Kim. Isn't that KKW?
KKW.
Yeah, KKW. Kim Kardashian West. Yeah, she's brought out her own line of products as well, and I mean, they're genius. Like, I mean, they're selling so many of them. You know, it's huge, but it personally wouldn't be my cup of tea.
I don't know. I think it's mad. Like, I think the whole Kardashian thing, did they just sign another couple of seasons with that, whatever network they're on? But, like, is it coincidence that Kylie's pregnant? Is she pregnant? And then is she Khloe
is she
pregnant?
not? Are they, you know, is it all just,
did she get pregnant just for more shows?
For views,
you
know, like, it's just, that's a whole world that I don't even delve into. I don't even bother with it. Reality TV and all that jazz. No, I don't.
Just staying on lips for another second. Lip fillers, like, the big thing in this year and last year are kind of big lips and big ass.
Yeah.
Like, that's and a thin waist, kind of. Obviously makeup has there's phases and fads kind of, so this year is obviously the big lips. Like, what do you foresee kind of next year is a big thing, or do you...
you see, I think really now in recent times, it's like, you know, you go onto Instagram and it's the same like cookie cutter, you know, everybody is nearly, it's strange, like everyone nearly is starting to look the same. It's, you know, the big thick long hair, the big lips, tiny little waist, lovely big thighs, big bum, you know, and everyone just really nearly looks the same. It's just it's crazy. Like, I don't know what they're going to do next, because to me it nearly seems like we've combined so many things already that, like, where is it going to go next? You know, what is going to be the next fad, the next craze? I've seen people recently putting eyelashes up their nose. Wow. I know, it's a strange thing.
So, like a hairy nose.
Yeah, swear to God, like, I was just hoping it's going to be one of those things that's just for Facebook and just for Instagram and just for views, and hopefully it won't catch on. It was the same with squiggly eyebrows. People were drawn on their eyebrows like squiggly, same with lips. Yeah, it's weird. Like,
that is crazy. Just got to talk a bit about, because you just mentioned social media there. Social media must play like a massive part in your brand, with kind of massively for YouTube obviously, but your Instagram, how does that kind of tie in with your brand? Would you like with sponsorships or companies, or does anyone approach you, or like companies, like, you know?
Well, not for my Instagram, because my social media I don't have a huge following on my social media. YouTube will be my main platform. If I'm collaborating with a company, it'll be based on my YouTube channel. Then I use social media then to promote the content that I've published on YouTube. Instagram will be the one that I primarily use, just because I like the visual aspect of it. So my aim with that is to obviously promote the video. I'll post a picture of the makeup look that I've created. I'll list all the products that I've used, and I'll tag the companies. And then I'll be, I suppose, hoping that, you know, the company whose eyeshadow palette I've used will see it and then feature it on their Instagram, and then, you know, you might get kind of more direct followers to your accounts that way. That's kind of my aim with Instagram anyway. I mean, Facebook wouldn't be one that I'd use all that much, and Twitter not so much either. Like, my kind of two main platforms really would be YouTube and then Instagram.
No, that's that. Like, and that's
it's hard.
Exactly,
it's hard to build a following on it. It's very hard. I've had makeup companies feature my work. Like, there's a cosmetics company called Too Faced. They featured an eye makeup look that I created using one of their palettes, and they have like 8.5 million followers. And then I thought it was like, you know, Christmas morning. I thought, this is great, this is me, I've made it. But no, like, you know, not many people came over then to my Instagram. I might have gained a couple of hundred followers if I was lucky, but that was kind of it. It's the same with Kat Von D Beauty. They interacted with my looks that I created using a couple of their palettes, and Rimmel, like I got...
Oh yeah, I saw the Rimmel one, yeah.
Yeah, Rimmel London featured, I created a look with their winged liner stamp. So Rimmel London featured it. I think they have maybe 5 million followers. Rimmel Iceland featured it. Rimmel, oh God, I can't even think of... There was maybe five countries that featured it in total, yet you didn't gain a massive following from it. It's very, very hard. Especially now, just so many people on social media, you know, it's so saturated, and the way algorithms are, you know, it's very hard for your content to kind of be seen, and then you're relying really on people engaging with the posts in order to push them up onto the feed, and you know, it's very hard. Yeah,
that's what we found, like as a small podcast, and we're gradually growing every now and again, but if I find like collaborating with like yourself, you're here on tonight, and like collaboration is just a massive part of just growing. We wouldn't be growing your band, but you'd be growing us massively, because you'd be bringing some of your audience over to us, like, so. Yeah,
fingers crossed anyway.
Hopefully, yeah. You've a few things on the table there that you brought with you.
I do.
Now, I think Barry would be hilarious at this now, because he's even worse than me with the makeup, but he's not here tonight, unfortunately, but he'll be back next week. But what we're going to do now is, I'm looking at this and I know I haven't got a clue, but what's that one called? Fine Wine.
Right, we're going to start, actually. We'll start with this product first. We'll ease you into it.
Right, okay. So it's a little tiny blue bottle, pout paint.
So what do you think that would be pigmented. Based on?
Well, pout is for your mouth, kissing, or not kissing, but it's for your lips. So that'd be like it's something like, it'd boost your lips or something, make your lips, it's like would it be like, no, you can't put it, it's different than a lipstick, because it hasn't got the top where you can... Well, open it
and just see what the crack is.
I'm going to smell it first, because I have to smell everything.
Now, the colour might throw you off. The colour might throw you off. It's blue.
Yeah, I wouldn't be putting that on my lips.
No.
It's the texture of it, so it's literally paint, isn't it? I don't know. Like, I think it's like different than lipstick, because it's like
because it's liquid. Well, what were we talking about there not so long ago?
It's definitely for your lips, obviously.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. I'm just gonna stick. It's kind of like a way of boosting your lips. It's all over my hands now.
I know.
Right. Pout paint by Sleek. Highly pigmented lip. A stain.
Yeah. So it's like a liquid lipstick. It's a pout. Lots of brands actually have done them over the last little while, but you'd need to use a brush in order to apply it. And
this is obviously a blue one, so you'd be a blue.
Yeah, you'd have blue lips.
And how much would that little bottle cost?
Well, Sleek Makeup is a really affordable pharmacy brand.
Yeah.
I think you might... I don't even know actually if they do those anymore now that I'm thinking about it, but I think you might pay only €8 or €9 for it, and as you could see when you squeezed out in your hand, like a little goes a long way. I mean, I've had that tube for well, I suppose longer than I'd care to admit, about 5-6 years, and it's still really, really full, and I suppose it's kind of hard to believe, but I do wear that colour. I do. I don't mind wearing dramatic makeup. I like the colour. So
yeah. So what's the next one you have?
Right. This one's from Inglock Cosmetics.
So these are the lads that are in Dundrum Shopping Centre?
Yeah.
Right, okay. I'm not going to read it back because it might tell me. I'm going to open this as well. I'm going to smell it.
So it's in a tube similar...
Oh, that's not... This is for... oh, God. Is this for... Rosewood 250?
Oh, no, that's just a sticker I put over the name.
Oh, okay. Oh, God. So it's like a squeezy kind of bottle. It's a little small bottle as well.
And it's green.
It's green. It's nothing to do with your lips.
No. It's a similar shaped bottle to the last, but it's... No.
Yeah. It's nothing to do with your eyebrows.
No.
I think it might have to do. It's not to do with like a foundation, or I don't think it's to do. I'm going to call it the rest of your face.
It's a product for your complexion, so it does go on the face.
Yeah. Oh, it does go on the face.
Yeah.
No, it's not a concealer. Is it a concealer? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a concealer?
Yeah.
I didn't.
And why do you think it's green?
For ogres. I don't know.
If you want to dress up as Shrek for Halloween.
Yeah. Fiona.
It's green because it is a concealer. It's a colour corrector. So you would use that prior to your normal colour concealer. You'd apply it to any areas that are red. The green counteracts the red. So you'd apply a little bit of it. It'll cancel out the redness, and then you can go in and apply your concealer as normal. And it just kind of provides better coverage.
So you wouldn't need a load. That's why the bottle's so small.
And again, that's another product I've had for years, and I do use it. My skin, I've quite a lot of pigmentation. But yeah. Cool.
Right, we have a few more here. Now this is a lipstick. No, it's not. It's an eyeshadowy thing, is it? Right, it's
have a look and apply a little on your hand and see.
What is that?
So it kind of looks like a chubby stick, like a crayon.
It's all shimmery.
Yeah.
That's the word to use, isn't it? Shimmery.
Yeah, it is. Spot on.
Wet and wild. Makeup stick. That's this is highlighter.
Woohoo!
Yeah, no, it's not.
10 points.
Yeah. Go team. Right, got that one straight away. Use that
for highlight on fleek.
Yeah. Right. Rice powder. Yeah. So this is something. Looks like something you cook with. Rice powder. Right. Okay. P.S. Is that the name of the company? Is it?
But yeah, it's Pennies. They have a range of products called the P.S. range.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's the powder's €4. It's very similar to one by a company called Ben Nye, and it's literally like 10 times cheaper.
This is like powder, people.
Yeah.
Like your powder is when you have that little clamp, it's like a square thing, and your powder's there. I'm trying not to like. Oh, hold on. And then you lift it up and the mirror's there, and people go dab dab dab, pop it on your face.
Yeah,
that's it, isn't it? So it's powder. So that's for in case your makeup's too shiny.
Yeah. Oh my god, fair play. Yeah. So you'd use, that's a loose powder. It can come pressed, like what you were talking about there, in a compact.
Yeah.
So it's used to set the makeup in place, to make sure that it doesn't move, to reduce shine. So it gives a mattifying appearance to the skin. So yeah, that's spot on.
2 out of 4 isn't bad. Well,
no, don't read the back of that one because I forgot to remove the sticker.
This is from Benefit. Benefit do a load of bat stuff, do they? No, is it bat?
No, that's Lush.
Oh, Lush.
Lush do loads of bat stuff.
Bat bombs.
Yeah, and they actually they've a cosmetics range as well. That's
How do I just pull this off?
Yeah, I think it just slides up. Or it just you can just pull it up and then it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and then the product twists up.
So that's there's all different colours on this one.
So this one is kind of a hard one, and it looks like a stick deodorant. It looks like a roll-on deodorant.
What would this be for? This is god. I think this is for your cheeks or something.
Yeah, it is. Spot on.
Is it? So what does this do? What's this called? Right,
so it's again another kind of old product from Benefit, but it's one that I really like. It's called Fine 11, and it's, I suppose, like a 3-in-1 product. You've got 2 different shades of blush. It's a cream product, so you have 2 different shades of blush, like a corally colour and a more pinky toned one, and then you've got a highlight. So you can literally kind of place it on its side and swipe it up your cheeks.
Yeah.
So then the highlight's going up here, and then the 2 blush colours are here, and then you can blend them in, or you could just, use the 3 of them together. But yeah, no, that's it.
How much did this bad boy cost you then?
Oh, I think like €33 maybe or so.
Really?
Yeah, I think I got that product at an event Actually, I did. That was one of the first ever makeup events that I went to was for that product. Yeah, the launch of that product.
Right, this one. I know this is straight away.
Do you?
Yeah, I think
that to me was the one that I was thrown in as the hard one.
Hold on. Is this the eyelash glue?
No.
Oh,
no.
Sick. All right. Right, hold on. I'm gonna open this. There's a little tiny bottle as well, folks. It's from Ingla. Oh, it's like a.
It's got like. It's a what you call it, like a not a pipette. It's a dropper.
Yeah, it's like something that you put in your eyes if you had some eyes. Right, I'm not going to read it back.
No, this is a hard one.
It's like a clear kind of gooey. Well, it's not gooey. It's not water. There's a. Oh my god, what would that be for? It's for your eyes, I think. Has to be for your eyes with that dropper, is it?
Well, you could. Yes, it can be used for the eyes.
Would it be? Oh, I keep on thinking.
Think though, where would you use that on the face, or why would you use it? Like, it's a clear liquid.
Oh, I'm such a lad. Like, I haven't a clue.
No, but that's a really hard one.
I haven't a clue, Eimear. Tell us what this is.
Right, so that's a product called Duraline from Inglot. If you're really into your makeup, you'll probably know what it is. You could use that, you could use it nearly as a makeup remover. So let's say you've created your winged liner and you want to sharpen up the wing. You could use a little bit of that on a brush and, clean up the edge. You can use it in with your gel liner. So gel eyeliners kind of have a tendency to dry out and crack. You put a drop of that in it and it'll kind of make the consistency more fluid again, so it'll be easier to use. You could use it with eyeshadows to make them into like a liquid format, and you could use them as an eyeliner. There's so many different uses, and it's only maybe I think €10 or €12, and it's just a great little multi-use product.
Very good. Well, I like to think
completely gone over your head.
I like to think I got some of them.
You
well,
did. You did. Right, so. I'm very surprised now about the highlight and the powder. The powder.
The powder one,
yeah.
But guys, we're going to slowly wrap this up now. So if you haven't watched the Eimear's page, head over to, what is your YouTube channel? Just Eimear McElheron?
It's just Eimear McElheron, yeah.
Oh, very good. And your Instagram's the same, is it?
Yeah, it is. It's just Eimear_McElheron.
Yeah. So, guys, thanks very much, Eimear.
No, thanks for having me.
On. It was an absolute pleasure. I'm absolutely delighted that I got through this kind of interview chat on my own without Barry, because I was so worried about talking about makeup, honest to God. But, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. This has been the Slip of the Lip podcast. Good luck.